Hmm. Decisions, decisions, decisions. Let's just see if we can pull some gear. Fortunately, I already tore down the system to actually create it initially. We can spin the dice a couple times, see if I can get something from my loot boxes. So we can play around. We're looking for armor. I don't think this has anything. Oh, it does. Perfect. Okay. Go. 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 Hold on to the end pearls. So, equipment that gives different potion effects. And initially, the system was you name a block of material with whatever effect you want. You throw it, and then you get the armor piece corresponding. Because of the way they're tackling the netherite progression, so to speak. In fact, you have to go Bastion, find the smithing thing, and then actually smith it that way. I sort of want to work off that idea a bit better. So utilize the trims and everything. I should also note that I've already built a system to reimagine trims and the sets in the style I would rather. So each full set of the trim has a different effect, and depending on which material you use to actually do the trim, you get a different attribute bonus. But what I want to do is I want to restylize my system. So here you can see these diamond boots have attack 3. So there's 3 different tiers of this potion enchant, if you want to call it. If I take these off, everything will drop away, but strength, yeah, so attack 3. The way I had it was diamond usually has attack 2, netherite has attack 3, and that's sort of the progression. The issue with that is it obviously heavily values netherite over the other armor. I'd sort of want to do the inverse scale. So if you were to enchant lesser gear, you'd get better abilities than later gear, because then it sort of balances out. You can either go for attacking more so, and then have lesser armor, or you go for netherite and have more defense. Which means I probably need to tear out the system in here, which essentially allows the player to, if they had level 2 gear, so if this said quick 2 eyes, they'd be able to throw it onto the multi-block up here with the shulk, that, along with 64 shulk, and they'd get the improved version. I don't dislike that progression. At the same time, I'm also fine because this multi-block structure is utilized for the boss mechanics. So for instance, these are all the souls that drop from the bosses. If I go ahead and drop one of them with some armor, I don't know what, I grab power, I don't know what it does. If I drop that and that, except I can't aim. I like the look of the lantern, but its functionality is horrible. Do I have to drop shulk as well? What's going on? Actually, I know what's probably going on. It's one of the systems I haven't fixed from when I broke everything. I was attributes, which pillars would I be? Definitely not you. Stats effects. You I have reset normally. Don't want quick. For summons. I really can't remember where I built it. And I built the stats up here, but not the system that actually generates it. Has to be under here somewhere. Might be... is it inside? Yeah, it's inside. These are all weapon enchants. These are the normal attribute forging. Impact. Right. Also, I wish I could redo this system. So I think you can only mess with the attributes for iron, diamond, and netherite. You can't do it for gold, leather, or chainmail, though I might give them better enchants. Sound effects. This is the netherite upgrade. They'll probably keep. I really don't know where it is. Really label stuff. And all these are for the mining systems. This is rot. What is this? It's some sort of potion effect. And with that one, might be down there. That's dragon breath. Here we go. So these systems aren't working. Why is that? Redstone's still being cleared. That's fine. Soul Lantern, Shrieker, Run Data Modify. It can be any item. Needs to have the Nether Star. Yeah, so it's all here. It should be working. Let's try again. Try a different soul just in case. Or it might be, you know what? It's probably because this already has a tag. Is that it? Are they non-convertible? Not convertible. No. Yeah, there we go. So I can't apply it if it's got a gold tag. Ooh, okay, that's... I think in hindsight I know why I did that. Just make sure. Okay, I should really get rid of the lantern. Oh, no, it worked that time. I must have not hit the block properly. Okay. Ooh. Can't really tell what this adds, the bulwark, because it's an attribute. Obviously it doesn't appear. I wish it was flavorful. Wish there was some like UI to show all the player attributes. Like a stat screen. It'd be good if you could add it to like the tab. I don't know, I'll look into it later. Okay. So we have this for weapon enchants. Never seen it, so you take an ender pearl. These are all different tiers. And what we're doing, anvil. Yeah, that. Name it whatever enchant you want, storm. And you drop them into this little crucible. Only one of them though. Get consumed. Sound effect should play, and we get storm one. This is our weapon enchants. I'm gonna do the same thing with the armor enchants. So this is probably the crucible I'm gonna use. They're all like nether blocks. These are more overworld. The question is, I should probably swap to this screen and then put XL on so you can sort of see what I'm actually talking about. Really, you have to have it up for it to find it. There we go. Okay, so we've got the different materials. And then scrolling along is all the different enchants you guys can see. I should slot it over here. It's the correct size. Yeah, so it goes all the way over. There's a few that the player won't have access to, though I mean, be able to find random jobs, which is fine too. The question is... So loud. There's only a few songs. The question is, how do I want to balance it? So I would kind of like to increase the attribute system, so it's not just diamond, iron, and netherite. It's very good that you can modify these attributes, but in doing that, they're more usable now than leather, chainmail, and gold, So, I mean, the compromise could be that leather, gold, and chainmail have access to the higher tiers of the potion upgrades as a sort of way to balance it out. Granted, netherite, you'll be able to upgrade using the shulk. I suppose netherite, in all circumstances, is probably going to always be attacker 2. And then if netherite's attacker 2, that kind of means iron and diamond also need to be. Or, I guess the most fluid way to do it would be just to allow the player to enchant everything in any way they want. Then again, I don't like that, because I really want to give these lesser armor a benefit. Also goes back to me wanting to expand the attribute system. The problem is I hard-coded them. I didn't do like a broad dropping this on X gives the same amount. Like if you drop it on iron leggings instead of iron boots, obviously the stat increase is going to be different. So what was it? 2 armor becomes 3 armor, 5% knockback, 1 luck, and then 5 armor becomes 6. So they're both +1, but obviously you can't just do +1. You have to set the actual values, which is the annoying part, so they've all been hard-coded. So I would like to, yeah, give gold, chainmail, and leather their own tiers to work with. I suppose attacker 2, when it comes to the better gear, you get from finding, which then gives it its perk. So it's most likely, I want to just Control X, Control V, reorder this. That's a bit better. Easier to mesh with my thoughts. The gold should be the greatest. That means I kind of want to do it like this, where gold gets you the best enchant. Maybe leather and chainmail is like that. I guess netherite and diamond would be 1. And then iron could be 2 as well. Or iron is just 3. Something like that. But it would be easier if I just did a fluid system. I could level out better if I were to do something like that. Then I need to make enemies drop these types of armor a bit more often. No, you know what? I've thought of a better way to sort of unify things. So I have set bonuses for the different trims. It's kind of difficult because obviously I can't just show it because this is 1.193. One thing I've noticed is 1.2 is definitely not optimized. Like this world running on 120 is horrendous. There's a lot more lag and stuttering. But what I think I'll do is we've got material bonuses for the trims. We have trim set bonuses, and I think I will do armor bonuses. So for instance, if you have a full set of diamond and it was trimmed, because it's really easy to find with MBT, I just have to essentially put trim with brackets, and then this is only generated if it is trimmed. So it means you can have any trim on those armor, but then I can have diamond give X effect, gold give X effect, and iron give X effect. Yeah, I like that. And then I think I am just going to really downsize this and only give the player access to, well, to be honest, the easiest way to build it would just be have different materials. So what was I thinking? I was thinking just stick with materials, and then it's the raw, the iron, and was like a block of iron. And a block of iron, you know, for the different tiers. So for instance, if you used a stack of raw iron, you'd get attacker 1. A stack of iron, you get attacker 2. A stack of iron blocks, and you get attacker 3. I think that's a pretty good item sync as well. But then that does mean I don't need the shocks and drop there. It means how many resources do I need? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 different modifiers that I'd have to have resources for with multiple forms. So it'd be 8, 2 need 2, 3, sorry, 2 need 2, 5 need, I should really write this down. It's 5, 2, and 1. So I need 5 materials that fit having a raw ingot and a full block, so to speak. Which, I mean, amethyst is 2, quartz of 2, so that could be warding and healing. Or all the gems as well, that works too. And then I guess it would be 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. I would need another raw material. Something that has 3 forms. I don't think there's really much else that has 3 forms. Like wheat only has 2. Coal has 2. Netherite technically has 4. All these shards only have... I can do crystals, shards, and blocks. I would kind of like obscure items as well. Or I go the other way, and the first 2 levels are accessible, so then the first 1 levels of these are accessible. I should still make Fortune accessible. In fact, I might ramp up and have different levels of Fortune. Because Fortune's really just sort of gimmicky. It doesn't really do much because it's only loot tables. I mean, it would make things like Wither Skulls and Mob Drops easier to access. But it's not like it increases or drops or anything like that. Yeah. And then it would still be to access the 3rd level, you would have to drop the 2nd level and a block, a stack of shulk onto this. Okay, that's not a bad concept. And then players are more free to choose. But I do like incentivizing using like gold, chainmail, and leather. I suppose just giving them the option is kind of better. And then I can balance it with my set effects like I was talking about. They're going to have to be pretty unique and specialized to give them a proper utility. Okay, so if that's what I'm doing, we can cut out the 3rd level of each tier as unnecessary. I'll make this a little bit bigger so I can just click. I might just do 1 more level of Fortune. So I just do 2 there. No big deal. I need to check what level Fortune is. I mean, Fortune would be pretty simple. It'd just be emeralds and emerald blocks. Oops. Anyhow. Yeah, so right now Fortune is level 3. I would tier it. So I do level 1, level 2, and level 3 is 2. So this needs to go up to... That needs to go up to... Alright, it's doable. It's really annoying to copy and paste this over. 100... 101... 102... And 103. That was to the E of law. To the N, perfect. Okay, cool. And get rid of them, turn these to always active. Ooh. I'm actually really happy with the armor stuff. We'll show it off. in a little bit. Just because obviously I have to load up the snapshot and then I have to edit the world file so it's working correctly, because I've gone over how shitty their data packs are, because they're not actually data packs and they do nothing. Two, 3, and 3. And this is to the E again. Well, this is a bit different. I guess because fortune's longer than whatever the word is up there. We're to the O of color. Yes, perfect. Okay, so this just needs to be decreased. I gotta say, I love how easy it is just to add modules to this map. Foresight. Very, very lucky. Fortune becomes fortune 2. Ooh, that's an O. Never good at touch typing. 3. 3. 3. 2, 3. I'm curious now how I did the upgrade system, but before that I just need to check where is this clearing to. So it's clearing to there. Yeah. So it needs to go up 2 blocks. 3. 22. All these should be activating. Perfect. Need to head back inside here. So how did I actually do this? I feel like I deleted the items and spawned in a new one to upgrade them, which is a really horrible system. It's like it's 6 commands. I'm hoping it's 3, and each of these is different. Right, so I'm using 1 command to get rid of the shulk, because that's a resource. Yeah, I'm summoning in a lore tag, which actually makes me really want to just abolish this system, because it's really ineffective. And to write it out for all the different blocks, because essentially using that style, that means I'd have to hard code each of the items, whereas I'd much rather create a fluid system where you can use and upgrade anything. Remember to patch this. Anyway, we'll build this initial system and then we'll sort of figure out the upgrade mechanism. Okay, so we have... Where's the mouse? So small I can't see. Anyway. What resource do I use? Something you have to collect a lot of. I don't mind using netherite for protector, especially if it goes up to 60%. But I would like to do some more obscure things. Like, I like the thought of the disc fragments and then discs, but then that seems a bit over the top. Essentially, we're just looking at items that have 2s. I do want to paste these over. We do have Fortune 3 and Fortune 2 now. Okay, so healing is a big one. What item would be healing? Would probably be Echo Shards. You'd have to find a lot of them. Or I could do something like Ghast Tears, but we'll stick with Echo Shards for now. Fortune. Again, that one was simple. Emerald. Block. Warding. Warding should actually be the the Echo Shard since it has Ward in the title. Maybe Gas Tears. You have to collect a lot of Gas Tears, but it makes sense because obviously Gas Tears are for healing, and you know, if you're old school enough, what were they called? Minecraft's big survival event that sort of spawned all the minigame stuff. I feel like it was just hardcore survival or something like that. But essentially, the race was to get to the Nether and then get potions, mainly healing. Spring, I'd love to use Rabbit Feet, but obviously they don't have a block form. They don't have a second tier, so to speak. Should probably just stick with the precious stuff. I think Swift is speed, so Quick is haste. Quick can be Nether Quartz. No, I just always... I think it's from Tinkers, is why I attribute Nether Quartz to attack speed. We'll just do Quartz. And Quartz blocks. Add Swift. I think I normally go with Lapis or Redstone. Probably stick with Protector being Netherite. I might make it a bit easier to do like Netherite scraps and Netherite ingots, rather than Netherite ingots and Netherite blocks, or even like Ancient Debris and then scraps. Although it's still one Ancient Debris scrap, so that's not really a good system. You know what, Spring is a weird one. Quartz is sort of bouncy. I could do Slime Balls. I guess that makes sense. Slime Balls... okay, I think I have a way to actually make this a bit better. No, I don't have one. Well, yes. In a degree. Do I? No, I'm rambling, sorry. I don't have a way. Slime block. Because the whole thing is, this is meant to be inscription. So I would kind of like to add a metal element. Like this is what you're using. And I was thinking of using... So for instance, if you were to use gold, then you get the high tier. If you were to use leather, you get, I don't know, less tier. But then it could also gate these. So for instance, for gold, if you wanted to enchant gold armor, you'd need to have a stack of gold plus the materials. But then if I do anything like that, where I segment it by armor types, because these don't actually have groupings, I'd have to hardcode each item, which I don't want to do. I think I will stick to this and sort of go with a catalyst item that's a tier. So like it's amethyst shards and 1 ender pearl is tier 1, a blaze powder and phantom membrane tier 2, and so on. So I think I'll use that system along with the different material. Anyway, protector and attacker. Could do golden apples. Enchanted golden apples are no longer craftable, right? They got rid of that. I can look at all the recipes. I put down a crafting table. I think. Yeah, there we go. Enchanted, nope. Golden, yeah, so it's just a single golden apple. Kinda sucks. I mean, blocks of gold was fine cost. Done. Haven't really done diamonds. I guess it's just a decent way to burn diamonds. Swift can probably be redstone. And obviously redstone blocks. I wish there was more feathers. That would actually be pretty on point. Or like scribing tools. Anyway, protector. Netherite blocks. I mean, it's by far the most powerful sort of enchant. Just having a casual resistant potion essentially always running. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Because there's a diamond sink now with armor trims. There is no netherite sink. Iron, obviously, there's tons of redstone stuff you can build with it. Gold, to a lesser extent, there's a few gold things you can build. But netherite definitely needs a sink. Hey, Mindstone. See the new Minecraft update? Well, the new snapshot. Just do netherite and block. Okay, so that leaves attacker. What items to sync for attacker? Probably the next most beneficial. Blaze powder and blaze rods. Kind of like that. To be honest, I was a little disappointed with it. I wish they did a little bit more. Actually, you know what? Since you're here, I'll show you what I sort of added to it. It will just take me a second. So I couldn't help myself. I reworked it a little bit to try and make it a bit more beneficial. Oh yes, that is a nuisance. Annoyingly, I need to edit the save. It still pisses me off there, whole data pack crap. This is the first time I played around with snapshots, and I thought it was going to be super simple because of their whole, oh, we'll turn it into a data pack, make it easy to access, but it's not. Yep, and now I need to edit it. Because I can't just enable the data pack. I'm actually super salty about it. Like here. Just add... Okay, so this is the NBD data. Vanilla Plus, they're right here. Where are they? Data packs. But you can't enable them unless you jump through stupid hoops. Because you need these flags, enabled features. Anyway, experimental now. Give me a smithing table. Let's just go through a few. Yeah. I'm proud of them. Where is Tide? That's a decent one to show off. And I will grab netherite out. Can you trim chain? I'm pretty sure you can trim chain. Yeah, good. Okay, so the first big thing. Put the boots on. It's not a noticeable difference. You can see the fob change. So essentially, depending on the material you use to trim, you get different attribute bonuses. Hop over into survival. Yeah, you can see I've got way more armor than chainmail should give, and also have the 2 extra hearts. But that's not the main thing I want to do. So I've got full Tide armor. Yeah? Once I'm in water, bam, conduit power and dolphin spreads. And there's also a particle effect. Because I have the Tide trim. Take them off. And gone. Incomplete sets. Nothing. Has to have the full set of a trim in order to get a bonus. it's kind of what I would have liked to see. One, because now, obviously, there's a reason to trim other gear. So, for instance, with the netherite trim, where is the towers here? So netherite trim essentially is a 20% bonus, I want to say. Yeah, 20% bonus to all attributes. So it gives somewhat of a purpose, because if you were to trim diamond, it would actually offer more bonuses than netherite. But I did do all the other materials. I think lapis was speed. I put it on some boots. Did I delete the... I did. Right. Where'd they go? They get eaten because I had gear. Yeah, speed. But so if you wanted, you could do lapis on everything and get an overall greater bonus than if you were to use the netherite, because netherite's across all attributes. Yeah. So 20% with netherite. If you have a full set of, say, lapis, it's 40%. And you can get up to a 40% bonus in all 9 stats, depending on which material you use. Or you can spread it out, get 10% in each, and still use netherite to have the base stats. The only issue is it's obviously really hard to sort of educate. But no, I thought it was a better idea than just a linear system with some cosmetic upgrades. Because even though you can trim this stuff, there's, like, what's the purpose? Why would anyone, say, trim leather? You get no benefit whatsoever out of it. Like, at the baseline, what I would have loved to see is if you trimmed with, say, netherite ingots, you got stats equivalent to netherite. Because then that way you can still rock, you know, whatever color. Because I like chainmail armor the best. I know, I just like the mesh. But obviously it sucks in comparison. I think also what I'm going to do is do bonuses to sort of give more incentive to use the other gear. So for instance, if you had a full set of trimmed gold, it does something. If you had a full set of trimmed diamond, it does something, iron chain, etc. Also have to, I might do something with the turtle helmet. Eye is probably the best one to use though. Or particles a bit too much. You can actually look at it in the first person POV. I take the helmet off. So every 3 seconds you collect items. Because, you know, it's Ender. It's either that or randomly teleport. I thought this was a more player-friendly idea. Particle definitely needs to be decreased. Doesn't really matter that I edited it here. But, well, I can sort of see. I can visually see what it looks like. 50 still kind of feels like a bit too much. Yeah. So all it does. Well, actually, there's every armor has 3 effects. Two that benefit you. One that usually would be better in a PvP situation. So was it? The tied armor summons pufferfishes if there's any players nearby, so you poison them. But yeah, so it collects I think 3 items every 3 seconds and teleports them to you. And then what's the secondary effect? What was it? Portal. So it's teleport 3 items up to 20 blocks away. Oh, it gives glowing to entities, and then any players that are nearby are given levitation 255, which slows them down, and they can't jump or change height. That would be the PvP. And the way the PvP idea that I had, you can counter the other person's armor with your armor. Because I really want to develop this idea of quick switching in Minecraft. Let's go see if we can see some entities. Oh, there we go. So the chicken's highlighted. So just give you a little bit of indication of the entities nearby. Because, you know, seeing, I don't know. Some of them stumped me a little. It's a different one that's sort of neat. Oh, there's snout, actually. Snout. Gotta use gold. And I like amethyst. Okay, so on the surface there's nothing. I take out a stack of gold. It consumes 1 gold every 3 seconds, but gives you speed 5 and haste 5. So obviously you're like a piglin and consuming gold. Yeah, then if I run out. I think is it wild? Essentially, I tried to keep the theme matching where you find it. So wild is the woodland mansions. So I think it has some, well, I don't think I know. It has interactions with the Totem of Undying. So for instance, if you die with the Totem of Undying and you have a full set of wild trim, it's not full heals you, but it heals you straight away instead of just giving you the regen. And then it also gives slowness and weakness to the enemies nearby. I think Ward consumes experience to give a bonus. Dune only works in the desert. Spire. 1, 2, 3. Ah. Damn it. I think I missed one. I think I didn't do Spire. Ooh. Okay, so you can't trim leather. Did not realize that. That's interesting. I guess that makes sense because it's a smithing table. Well, at least I can take leather out of my upgrade or enchanting system. Right? Yeah. Interesting. The rib, nether, flint, steel. Do. Not enough regen. It was meant to heal more than the damage I was taking. Probably change it to instant health. At least the health boost works. Try regen 5. Might be too much. That's slabs. Yeah. Yes, there we go. Bit too much. How do I get rid of this? Oh, there. Yeah, I got tweak them. And then I have to remember. It's also the annoying part, because I can't do it and test it at the same time. Where was it? There we go. Try regen 3, maybe. Well, it sort of balances out at 3. Oh, I didn't like it. You're not taking any damage. You're not really filling up the bonus hearts either. Well, I guess you light yourself on fire. Maybe I should make the regen actually last longer. Ah, crap. There we go. Anyway, trim. 1. Yes, there's definitely 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Don't remember doing Spire. Sentry? No, because yeah, 2 of these are Dune. Okay, so I have to do Spire still. Somewhat annoying. I think if I do the regen actually lower, so keep it at regen 1 or 2, but extend the time, so you still heal past your burning. So it's essentially like you're trading HP to heal up past that afterwards. I think that would balance it better. God damn it. Alright, we can write stuff while we wait. No worries, Mindstone. Thanks for coming and checking it out. You too. Enjoy your day. The regeneration. So up it to, we'll try 10 seconds. And then it was particles on the portal, need to be halved. And then I need to add another tier. All these need to be Spire instead of Sentry. Spire. Can't believe I missed one.
It's fair to say that Minecraft.
Not what I was trying to click on. Trying to find the wiki. Definitely did Coast, Dune, Eye, Rib, Sentry Snouts, Tide, Vex, Ward. Yeah, Spire. Spire's the only one I didn't do. Where's it found? It's found in N cities. Ooh. What can I do with Spire? Actually, kind of at a loss. Maybe if you're in the air, something. And then benefits Elytra use, it benefits levitation. That's not a bad idea. And it's easy enough to do. I just do if block. Actually, first I need this at S. And if block. I guess, well, you can trigger it by jumping. That works too. Or should I try and detect a bit more? I don't dislike the ability to trigger the effect if you jump. Okay, so the base, it looks like this. Ooh. And the last one is a little bit different. At S, run, execute at. Did I use as or at for these? I'll check them after. As all players. Don't have the armor. And unless they're up in the air, something triggers. Yeah, so 2 benefits if you're in the air, and then 1 detriment to any player who's on the ground near you. Actually, I should do the distance as well. Distance equals 1 dot dot. I know, we'll do 10 blocks for this one. Any players within 10 blocks are going to suffer some sort of effect. Maybe they get levitation if they're on the ground. Yeah. You could have it give the person with the armor levitation, so they're always up in the air. But then I don't like the idea that the player's bouncing up and down, up and down. In the air, what could you have as a benefit? Resistance, maybe? So you take less damage while you're flying. That's not horrible, actually. Probably decent enough for the first effect. For 4 seconds, and resistance 2. So 40% less damage while you're in the air. And I also need a particle effect. Both these need to be extended. The second effect. Giving them speed doesn't matter, giving them haste doesn't matter. Healing you while you're in the air, maybe? Maybe giving them an absurd amount of jump boost if they're on the ground. That way they can essentially jump and fly. That would be the premise. Actually, sorry, these both should be -1. That's how jumping works. Always an air block in your feet. Yeah. Boost 4 seconds. I don't know what power to use. Can't really take off with that. That's a bit more decent, but you're probably taking damage. Run, jump, elytra. Fun fact, I've never once used an elytra. I've never played survival. Like, I've only played survival prior to that update. What if I would do like 19? We need to check it on the ground. Well, actually, here will do. I can jump high here. You're probably dying from that, though. Well, no, I am, because of my HP pool. Oh, you don't. Okay, then I'm fine making it 19. And what effect am I giving the other people? I'd almost like it so that they can't jump. But also not. What level? Still jump at 255. Because for whatever reason this is a stupid amount. Okay, that's still positive. 150 is negative. Yeah. I don't know what the cap is. So I wouldn't mind having them so they can jump slightly. You can probably still jump. 40. 54. Yeah, you can jump slightly at 254. Okay, 253 is even less. No, 252. 253. If you don't have Spire, you can't jump. Well, you can jump, but you can't jump significantly. Okay, and then the particle effects. Oh, I did it twice. What particle effect suits it? Obviously, what comes to mind is the end rod. But at the same time, I don't like the end rod particle. It's too bulky. I suppose I can decrease it significantly. That's not too bad. How's it visually? Depends where it hits. Alright. That'll do. Okay, so that's sorted. It's back to the enchant system. I'm probably building here. Ish. Maybe not. Maybe I'll find a new place for it. Sort of running out of room. What is this? Why have I been an idiot? So, I'm griping because this is a hub, and obviously to keep it compact, only these 4 chunks are going to always be loaded. Obviously, that is not in the chunk boundary, meaning that these commands do not run when you're out in the world exploring. Which is really annoying because either I have to load this chunk, or more most likely I am going to move them inside the chunk boundary. Which is really annoying. Can't put them on that side either. Either have to go on this side, which is already full-ish. There's some space up here. Or this side, which is definitely full. I also don't know if I have these written down anywhere. Hopefully I do. I'll have to look it up. Yikes. Get to that when I start optimizing. Anyway, it's back to Excel. Okay. What block to use for attacker? Let's do it this way. Clear my inventory. Grab out everything. Using netherite, using quartz. Using redstone. Slime. I should find the resource blocks while I'm at it. Which quartz does quartz turn into? Is it 4? It is 4. That makes me like quartz a bit less. These are all 9x9s. If I use lapis? I don't think I've used lapis. So quartz can be lapis. Oh. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. The single items are never gas tiers, echo shards, for regen and warding. I'm actually probably going to use disc fragments instead. The echo shards, because I use echo shards for a lot of other things too. Emeralds. Right, so that's fortune, healing, warding, spring, swift, quick, protector. One more. Something for attacker. What block for attacker? You use amethyst. Amethyst is 9, right? No, it's 4. Eh. You can't convert blaze powder into blaze rod, so I guess no. Not really much else. I mean, you could use bricks, or glowstone's 4. Gunpowder and TNT. I mean, it's sort of on point. Honeycomb. Not really. Bone and bone blocks. I don't dislike that, but I feel like bone blocks are made out of bone meal, aren't they? Yeah, probably. In fact, I have the glossary right here. Really? Or you can't make bone blocks. I guess you can't. Ah, it's so hard coming up with one more. Prismarine? Oh, that sounds decent. Yeah, prismarine and prismarine blocks. Somewhat rare, you have to go exploring. Make anything out of the fragments? Or are these just for the lanterns? Fine. What? I like sea lanterns more. And then just do prismarine crystals. So kind of do. I feel like they shouldn't be attacker. They should be something else. It'll do. Okie dokie, give me a chest. Then I want a catalyst item as well. There's 3 levels. I think I'm only making 2 of them accessible. I just need 2 catalyst items, which can be quartz or amethysts. Actually, it's probably going to be amethyst and then quartz will be the 2 catalyst items. So quartz for level 2 and then amethyst for level 1. Ah, now the fun part. Oh, actually building it. We're going back to Word. But a new document. Okay, so we start off by doing executes at entity type equals Minecraft item nbt equals. It's going to be the main block, so I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 14. No, I probably want to leave it. It goes items. Is it item? When in doubt, always look at a example. Not the if block. Okay, item, then I did no S. D Minecraft not execute at if block 3. You have to map out this, so we have to go back and forth. This uses a lot of prismarine. Sort of discourages it. So it's somewhat hard to come by. Yeah. Okay. Ooh. Minecraft. Yeah, so there's 4 lines around, and there's 4 lines under, 5 lines under. Actually, I can do this. That -1. And then these are in each direction. Lodestone. Why'd I have to pick something big? Prismarine brick stairs. Marine underscore brick underscore stairs. And then it's just sea lantern, right? Sea lantern. Oh, this one can go. And then we want it entity. Ooh. I don't know what to do this. I usually scan for the catalyst, then look for the secondary item. There needs to be a third item as well. They're in twos. There we are. Execute at with rows. If block, blah blah blah. If spider item. Run data modify. That isn't the spider eye and with the rows. Okay, so I searched for the 2. That's fine. And the second item should be within a distance of 1. And I also want count. I think I will make the player spend 64 of each resource. Including, well, maybe the catalyst I don't need to. Just make it 1 quartz, 1 amethyst shard, plus a stack. I'm gonna make them spend a stack of both of these, and there needs to be a greater contrast between the rarity of the 2 items. So I'd almost say nether quartz is easier to find than amethyst. Yeah. I think I like that better. Ink sac and glowing sac. Since you are inscribing, so to speak. And it's a bit better because I'm using amethyst in my other system. In fact, I think I use quartz as well, don't I? No, I use phantom membranes. Yeah, it's a bit better. But then it does make me want to change a few of these. Whatever. Doesn't have to make sense. Just has to work. So these are just random items. I cut it down to 1 item. Or a combination. Oh, it's really difficult to think about. Just what makes sense from a game perspective. It honestly, this doesn't. I do like the Garcia and disc fragments. And Prismarine. Almost like it should be Prismarine, Ink Sac, Glow Ink Sac, something else, and then the other catalysts. Because if I use these items, all I'm really using them for is to make it a resource sink. Not to actually give it some flavorful meaning. Whereas, like, these items are more inclined to you enchanting something. Why don't I make this simpler on myself? Paper. Since paper doesn't really have a big use outside of enchanting books. You need paper, you need ink. These are the two different tiers. Start with that. Should go here since it's two columns. Okay, so you need paper and you need an ink sac. Paper needs to be named something, and then you need an assortment of items. Or it still just is the same items, just instead of the block forms. Because I guess the block forms are a bit overkill. Just 64 redstone slime balls. Lapis, prismarine, disc fragments. Ooh. Another quartz, maybe amethyst. How many enchants was there again? No. If I use the paper, you get confused. No, I'm gonna stick with the blocks. Just make it a resource thing. Right, there should be 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, because no, I increased fortune. So you need paper, you need ink, and then you need an item. Just like that. And then it's simply just run data. I have it in my thing. Run data, modify entity at E type equals Minecraft item equals 1, sort equals nearest distance equals dot 1. That's the nearest, probably isn't. Just limit 1, distance 1. Then I have to exclude the NBT data of the 3 items. So it's NBT equals negative 3 times. 2, 3. And then it's item tag dot display law dot brackets set value going to be really annoying to do. And worst, actually, I don't remember the formatting I used for the items. Need to find some. Perfect. That was super easy. This is a really good chest. I mean, should be the case, it is an orange chest. These work now? Yeah, they do. Gotta get entity type equals item. What equals nearest? One. Okay. Not by doing that. Curlies. Do text. Italics. Go S. Pulse. Color. Green. Ugh. Bold. Alright, that's it. Okay. You can add in these items. So it's paper. Ink sac. Do I want paper? No, I don't want paper. I want feathers. To be honest, I'd like something like a chisel. I mean, what could you use a chisel? Trident? Arrow? That just confuse people. Sacrifice hose. And it actually gives a use to hose. I don't dislike that idea, actually. You need to consume golden hose. Eh. Stick with feathers. With paper. It's actually like you're writing in that material. I just make it one and one. The principle is that there's less flexibility in this system, so you spend more items. Whereas with the weapon systems, I want to encourage the player to change more often. Therefore, the main ingredients, which are harder to find, you don't have to farm as much. Whereas this one, it's a powerful effect and you're probably not changing that often, so I don't mind forcing the player to spend a lot more. It's very funny to think about too, because the old system was just a block of the material of the armor. So I have increased the cost significantly. Feather, ink sac, and then this will be whatever the material is. These ones I just need the ID, right? Can I exclude? Yeah, I don't need to put the count. Ooh. It's item ID, isn't it? Yeah. Let me kill. Copy. Paste. Paste. First one is feather. Right, there's no S. Okay. And then ink sac. And then this one will be whatever the catalyst item is. Okay, so that's the enchanting mechanism. Just change this over. Low ink sac. Low. Low. Okay, but then I also need to write up the cleanup. The cleanup is fairly simple. On this system, I have it running as a separate command chain, which is somewhat wrong. It's just execute at whatever the named object is if there's the block, so this one would be lodestone, and then it's just kill every item but that item. The issue with this system is if I were to throw in a enchanted item into that, for instance, it would just delete the items. Whereas a better way to do it is to use a chain command block. I think the issue was I don't like chain command blocks because unless you position them correctly, either upwards or in the positive directions, they run beforehand. If you build a chain in a negative value and then you power with redstone, the chain command blocks run first. They don't actually get triggered. But I mean, knowing that I can build in the correct direction so I can use them again. Just a bit of gripe. So, copy this. To be honest, I might as well just use the whole structure. I think the reason I wanted to do that was so you can't just break a block and keep the items. It doesn't really matter. This is different. This is now the lore tag stuff. So I don't even need the ID of the item. I just need tag, display, lore, square brackets. And then I can copy this in. Let's just run, kill, E. Notice that works. Distance 1. The limit needs to go. Bracket, square bracket. Then from item. Correct right to. Okay. It's probably easier if I fill this out in Minecraft rather than write them out like I normally do. It's a lot of writing. Question is, where am I going to build it? So it's 2 command blocks each. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 28 command blocks. It's actually on the smaller side for my normal builds. Where can I put 28 command blocks? In 2x2 patterns. It'll be 14 high if I do that. That could work. Then I build around it. Just like probably here on top of this. Or on top of this. Or even in here. So I do, we'll go there, and then I can make this a pillar. And then actually have a way to view and then have a way to go over here. Okay. Remember, the trick is to build in the positive. And you can use repeatings. You can use chains. I said 28, so it's 14 high. But theoretically, I'd like to separate the two sides. So it was 12 and 16. So 14, 14. Was that 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? Nope, it's just 6 because I'm not counting the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then this one's 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. And then I need the power system. Just like that. It kind of blocks a little bit of glass. I mean, you'll have a pathway going around. And then over here. So you can toggle the difficulties if you want. I think I'm up to 17 on the fill commands. What should be the last one? This is 15, right? There's only 13. I'm pretty sure I'm up to 17. 15 somewhere else. Right, needs to go 2 out in the X, so 1 and 2. One, 2. The Z doesn't need to change. 1, 2. And it needs to go up to that height. So that's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. X is 6. And -1. Block, replace. Not redstone, air. Place active. Additional. Every 3 seconds. Cool. Stops being activated too. Perfect. I can't actually build here. So they're uniform. Well, within reason, because I can do that. Okay. And this side is this conversion. All the spacing should work, but it doesn't. No, interesting. Which one doesn't it like? The first sea lantern into the second. Why is there no space? Kind of annoying. There more errors? Yeah, so they're all like that. Fine. Fix it up in here first. Backspace it likes it. Except for that one. That 2? That's 2. Also, is that an M? That one's... No, it's an RN. This looks awfully close. Why did I... Bad. I need 2 of them. Yeah, feather, ink sac. I just have to put the item in twice and then change the law on each of these. Doesn't it like? Just to make sure. Of course, there's another typo. Where are you? This one. And here I need to put the text in twice. It should also be conditional redstone. That last. Ah, this one has it too. There's another one. Right. Right at the beginning. And one at the end. Others run. Okay. Oh. One last look at the chest, just to make sure I am happy with the material choices before I commit. So attack, protect, quick, swift, spring, fortune. Did the lapis and redstone be changed? Lapis is normally synonymous with like fortune. No. It's fine. Let's do this so I know. Oh, I can look at the NBT data nice and easy. Okay. This is an easy fix. Okay, so it should be the last item in the grey, and then the last item in the green. I already forgot what this item is. It's prismarine crystals. Prismarine crystal. You could also write these all out and then just copy and paste them in. That probably works too. Feather, ink sac, crystal. And this is attacker. Done. Attacker. And right at the start. Attacker. Mark it so I know I've done this one. And let's try it out. We'll just go with a helmet. Ink. Okay, I'm done with them. Feathers. If we drop all this into this like crucible. Okay. No good. Why? Raspberry. An S. Try again. Ink, feathers, crystals, helmets. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3. We got attacker. Oh. But we did not but we did not delete the items. The typo shouldn't matter on this one. Okay, so this doesn't seem to work. They're conditional nature. Try it again without the conditional. I guess old me was right. Future me did not know what I was talking about. Yeah, so then the items get deleted. And I'd like some sort of particle effect. Well, it's stationary. Anyway, that works. Also need to go rip out a section in there. We'll do it later. How are we looking on bars? Well, it's not that bad. I'm forgetting where it is. All these need to be impulse 2, 1. Okay. Netherite ingot protector. Netherite ingot protector. Do it inverse. Okay. Saves me going back. Netherite ingots. I'm not gonna test each of these till we're done. Lapis lazuli. I need my Excel. It's quick. How do I change it to swift? And redstone is quick. Just redstone, no dust. And it's swift. Ooh. I don't know why, but this feels like it's going a lot quicker than the first time I built this system. Slime ball spring. One word or two? Two. And then the last one is emerald and fortune. I missed it again. No, I'm doing the other command block. Fortune. Fortune. Emerald. Emerald. Cool. There's some in here. Make sure not to delete them. Okay. You. Perfect. Protector, resistance, good. You. Quick, good. Swift, paste. Not good. Fortune. Okay, so slime ball was not acceptable. Slime ball looks correct. Spring looks correct. Slime underscore ball. Where's the typo? Minecraft slime ball. Slime ball. Attack. Slime ball. Spring. I mean, Fortune's getting powered, so it's not bad. Let's just try it again, I guess. One, two, three. One, two, three. Ah, I was not looking. We have the jump boost. The deletion mechanism didn't work. I must have mistyped spring. Yes. Or I must have forgot to click save. Is it here? Nope. Sure, I remember doing it. Anyway, so that side's done. Okay. Oh. Sea lantern. For attacker. Netherite block. Or protector 2. Two. This lapis. Lapis is quick, right? Yeah, quick 2. Redstone block for Swift. Slime block. Spring 2. To oh no, emerald block for fortune 2. Two. Okay. Warding only goes up to 2, right? Yeah. I feel like I should make it go to 3, but anyway. Using disk fragments instead of echo shards. It's disk fragment underscore 5. Disk fragment underscore 5. Looks right. Pastes right. Hopefully it works right. The last one is a gas tier for healing. Okay. Make sure they all work. Good sign. Attacker 2. Strength 2. Perfect. Attacker 2. Definitely got speed there. Oh, I had them backwards. Quick is haste and swift is speed. I guess that, no. Swift is haste and quick is speed. I guess I can't, well, I don't know. Is what it is. Ah. That was stuff went in. And lucky last. Perfect. Oh. Now I just need sounds and particles. Blanket statement that would cover everything would be the kill command, but I get rid of the law stuff. But I only want to flag once as well. There should be an instant because this should have priority. Well, actually, no, it has priority over everyone but these two. That doesn't work. Because I can check for something with a law tag. I'd rather just check for 3 items, I think. If I take this stack, no, but I need 2. So I need both ink sacs. So it has to be the command. Execute, but instead of kill, it's going to be play sound. When actually they don't go here. The sound effect, particle effect go elsewhere. I wish you could just delete the text and it still works because it focuses on ordering. Can't. I think you can do this. If I'm not mistaken. Square curly. Like if I just copy this for now, we'll just test it, make sure it works. Run, say hi. It's active. After these get consumed, the helmet gets a law tag. Nope. So I need to get rid of brackets so it works. 2 squares? No. That? No. I think it's going to end up just being the display tag, from what I remember. Yeah. It's not horrible. Actually, I could have probably just looked how I did the other Crucible. Find it though, that's the issue. And rod. That one's fine. These 3 are kind of redundant now. Might come up with something for them. Looking for a single one. Where are you? And rod. Rod. Not that side. There we go, something good. What the hell is this? Oh, I'm reading for the wrong one, that's why. Execute at display if entity in a distance. Why is it looking for 2? I wonder. Why is it looking for 3 actually? Right, because one of them is named, one of them isn't. That makes sense. Actually, I can't use that same tactic though. But I can do something similar. I can look for another item that does not have a law tag. within that distance. If entity will be instead of tag. Apparently display works too. Or I must delete too much. Display. There's lots of items just have normal tags. Display. And distance was it? 0.1. Alright, because that way it doesn't allow for an item to overlap. 0.1.0.1. Okay, so that's be at least 2 items there, which is fine. With one named item and at least 1 resource. Then it's run, just particle. And one for the sound effect as well. And I just want this particle. Oop. Done. Just to make sure it's the same thing. Yep. More or less. Enchant particle. Replay sound. Book and quill sound. Where is that? Minecraft. Dot. I feel like it's in entities. Item. Yes, not. Maybe it's under item. Leather strip, use. Crossbow, die, elytra, glowing sack, hotel. Whetstone, shield, tridents. Bottle, book, put, book page turn. Is there no sound effect when you sign a book? Page turn and put. Outside, no. Scribble. Screech. Escape. There's a sound effect I'm looking for that's in my head. We'll see what page turn is. It kind of works. Not really what I was going for. Put is definitely not right. I guess I could just stick with the enchant sound effect. Oh, I don't like that. Don't dislike the grindstone. What about the cartography table? Does that have something? Of course it doesn't. They only half add things. Loom doesn't have anything either. I know the fletching table doesn't have anything because it's useless. Anvil used to hammery. Dahlia bamboo break. Nope. Needs to be a bit more scratchy. Oh no. Ring stand. Apply candle, cave, chain, chest. Chiseled bookshelf. What is a chiseled bookshelf? Is that just the sound effect for a bookshelf? And then the enchant ones are ones near an enchanting table? I feel like that's going to be what that is. Oh, deep slate. Glass. Like a writing sound. Map. There's no map sound. Right. Ah. Just looking at entities. Why are they here already? Why are they in the library? The chisel book must be the new bookshelves. But I don't get why they're here in the list. Oh, it's good because it means I can use them. Reach, jump, generic, big fall, explode, splash. Item frame, break, move, place. Kinda works. Be a different sound effect tied to item frame. Always the hardest decision. But tweak the pitch. Does nothing for me. Honestly, don't know what to use. Guess the book sound effects. Honest. Subtle, so I might be able to get away with it. We'll play with it for a bit and see. That's already what I'm stuck with. Okay. We'll turn on particles and sounds. It doesn't add too much strain. Okay. I worked. But no, you did. Got redstone. Change to always active. I can trigger it if I drop this in another item. They're just not running quick enough. The items are being destroyed instantly. It's honestly like I want it to run a tick after. Change them to conditional. Try it with 1. See if this causes enough of a delay, because there should be a tick delay now between the two commands. Nah, it's still right too quick. No good way for me to gate it. The initial, or the particle I can change. Sound effect is going to be the issue. For instance, for the particle, instead of running it like this, I run it detecting the other items. As long as you drop a feather and an ink sac, and the enchant particles will start indicating that it's like ready to go, so to speak. And I might be able to use the other method to try and detect another item. If we get rid of the NBT clause on this one, we do. Well, the issue might be the way they're stacked. The 0.1 might not work. I know, we'll try a few different things. So I know it doesn't always trigger on the other enchant stuff as well, and I think that's because of if they stack perfectly, they don't get triggered. Anyway, we'll see how this goes. Distance equals. What's wrong with distance? Bracket is what's wrong with distance. Right, because it's already a distance. Yeah, let's see if we can trigger the particle. So I feel like I need to break this and put it back. Not sure if I have to, but best exit, sorry. So if we drop feathers, ink, it starts particles anyway, because they're flagging each other. Actually, no, it didn't because they're stacked. So it might just be the stacked item. Let's try that then. Just need an item with a display tag and an item without. We'll get rid of that for a second. On this one, we'll get rid of the distance clause. We'll keep it still as .1. Actually, I want to do the helmet last. Yes, no particles, drop this. No, so there's still no particles from that. I think it's fine on this system because I have the kill command running after because of the way I built it. this whole structure, which was like the core concept, or one of the core concepts, I just built really ineffectively because I had no idea what I was doing. It's fine. On this one, we'll just get rid of the second entry, and we'll just get rid of the distance stuff. Dot one's fine. Cool. Go twice. The glowing sacks. At least there's some sort of articles. Or not. Oh, right. Joy. That is not prismarine. Yeah, so it's ready to go, it's collecting. Then you drop your catalyst and your item in. It worked that time because it already had the tag. But I have to do something about the sound effect. It'll be the same sort of mechanism. I'll just have a sound effect. Well, I don't want a sound effect constantly playing, is the issue. If I hard code it, it would work. Or if I add commands to that, it would also work. So on this killing an item, if I were to add chain command blocks to it to play the sound effect, that would work. Because then it's being flagged by the fact that this command block was successful. The issue is execute at entity statements cause a lot of server stress. It's not really something I'd like to do. Like I'd rather have one constantly running than these. Because even if they're flagged to conditional, if they're always active, they still check their search parameters and then they decide whether or not they can run. They run the command, then they check the conditional, rather than checking the block update, then running the command. But I don't think there's a good way for me to do a sound effect. Well, I could look for an armor item since it has tags that a normal item won't have. The problem is this system is open-ended, so technically you can enchant anything. Not that you can gain benefits if it's not something you can equip. Decisions, decisions, decisions. If I were to use this method, I need a sound effect that I can play repeatedly. Like Minecraft, block, some sort of bubble sound would be alright. I wish you can control speed as well as pitch and volume. The issue right now is it's constantly playing. Sounds awful. Column. I mean, that's not horrible. But then I kind of need a water element to make it realistic. Maybe it did ambient. It was inside. Yeah, no. don't mind amethyst block chime. That's what sounded constant. Not horrible. But where do you turn it up? It's not horrible. That could work. Indicate that it's ready to enchant. I mean, in most circumstances, it only lasts 3 seconds. Probably should have kept the play sound so I could just paste it in. Play sound. Oh, can't find it. Time, ambience, all 3. And I'll just turn it on and off. Feather, ink, crystals, and a piece of armor. No. I dislike that. That's not as good as what I was thinking. Sound effect I can constantly run. Da, da, da. Or I go with the other system and just try it. But I think I will end up making these both always active. And not, well... The toggle is there for a reason. Cut down on the stress. If I go and move that up there, then the sound effect is playing regardless, and it's not really part of the toggle system. I don't mind making all these sound effects necessary. Ah, that's smart. That is really smart. Glad I looked at this. I think I used 15, right? So if I do 14, it'll play the tick before it converts. Then I can go to something like the book sound, which I sort of, I can't say I like, but oh well. The other option is just like the basic enchant sound. So it will still play unnecessarily, even if the helmet's not there. But it won't be as constant. Interesting. Why? Because it's playing at me instead? Execute if score at P matches 14. At execute. Why is there an at? Okay, so it's not working because of a typo. Typo that was not flashing red. Run. Was it 14 or 17? Was it 15 or 17? It was 17, so that needs to be changed to 16. Yeah, see, so that worked. Page turn assist. Not quite what I would like. I suppose I just go with the enchant sound. It's not really inspired. If block, enchantment table. It was like drawn out a bit more. Sound. Nope, of course. Well, actually, I don't mind this. Actually, I do kind of mind that. I remember like the initial sound, but not the weird high-pitched bit. Bit better. Kind of like that. And then drag on to the other one because it should last long enough. Can't go. You go to 2. That's as high as possible, right? Yeah. Can't do negatives. No. I'll try it with 0. So 1, 0. Fine. Got it right here. Actually, this should be 15. So it's the tick. Right before. Anyone else see the ish? Doi. Better. What I dislike though is I'm going away more and more away from my initial idea of using the anvil as a big feature. I don't know, we might get back to that. Okay, anyway, this all works, so that's great. It's another system down. The last thing I just want to tackle, or at least start, is finishing off this system for the new gear. We've got all 11 trims. I just want to make some effects for the armor sets to actually give a use to trimming and using, say, chainmail, iron, gold, diamond, and I probably want to do something for the turtle shell. I was thinking of doing a unique thing for the turtle shell, but like for each trim, but I think I'll just do one overall, along with the armor. So, do I save this? Not really, no. I don't think I need to revisit it. Same with this. Do want this one though. Okay. So we're using this as a template. We need to change a few things. One, the pattern spire needs to go. The @s can stay. The if block can go. Control F. Nope. Edit. Replace. pattern. Minecraft Spire. Place all. That was weird, it completely disappeared for a second. Okay, and I think the ID just goes here, right? I think that's right. Minecraft dot go down or up? This always stumps me. I always forget. I think I have it written somewhere at least. So boots are 100, so it goes up. So this is underscore boots with an S? With an S. You do it from ID. It goes before the tag each time. This would be leggings with an S as well. This one would be chest plate. And then this one would be helmet. Okay, and there's... Do I do one for the netherite just for the sake of doing netherite? I'm gonna say no. Having netherite as netherite is the benefit. You can't trim leather. I just want to confirm that. Using armor trim. Yeah, because it literally just says any armor piece, but that's an incorrect statement. Yeah, because leather's not there, so I guess that does make sense. I'm tempted to make one for leather just in case, but I guess we'll leave it. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, and then this one I only need the helmet slot. Oops, inside brackets. Yeah. And what was it called? It's just turtle helmet? Perfect. Turtle. Diamond. Oh, my back is starting to kill me. Do this the proper way. I only have to type it out once each time. Diamond. Gold. Iron. What are actually our stats? They're exactly the same. No, they're slightly worse than iron. Okay, nail. To be honest, I'm a bit brain dead. Been at it for what? 2.5 hours? Yeah. We got the system done, which is fine. It's kind of the main thing I want to do. I think I will leave it and I will mull over what to actually make the different armor sets do. Including the turtle helmet. Anyway, that'll be it then. Again, whoever's looking around, thank you. Gotta kind of assume you're the same person every time. Might be wrong. Anyone watching posts, thanks as well. See you next time.